I learned about a student who was living in her car, and we had a couple of conversations about going over to the Student Support Center to find out other resources for her. And on the way there, I asked her, did you know that we had a food pantry here on campus? And just the look on her face was in awe about, no, I had no idea. And so we walked upstairs to the Student Center, and I showed her the food pantry and then told her just to make sure when she was in student support that she learned how to fill out the form and get some food. And because she was living in her car, it was important that she had food that she could eat immediately, like instant food without cooking, and to make note of that on her form. I got an email from her weeks later just about how amazing the college was for all the support they had given her. So it's just one of those things that it just sticks in your mind forever, and I know it will for her too.
What I wish people knew about the Tiger Cupboard is that it does not take a lot of time. It doesn't take a lot of effort. It just takes people who are compassionate and want to help.
That it's a really, volunteering for Tiger Cupboard, that specifically, it's a really easy process. You come in here, it's really well laid out, and it's not as overwhelming as maybe some people with hesitancy surrounding volunteering might think. That particular component of it, I'll say that it's a really great resource for students that have food insecurity, and so it's really important for us to find ways to support it. So that's what I want you to know. Donating time and goods goes a long way to help support students, and
So we have volunteers, and so you would sign up for, a 1 hour shift at a time, and then you would come to the pantry. If there's an order to fill, then you would fill that order. There's inventory just to log in the book. You would just do that.
You sign up for something, and then you have something come up. Fortunately, we can cover those times. So if you're thinking about volunteering, be aware that it's okay if you have to miss when you're coming. Tammy communicates really well with us, so we know who's not going to be here, and we always have coverage.
I think if more people knew, if more people realized how much it helped a student, we'd have every teacher giving a few cans every month, and then it would be full at all times if every teacher, every staff member knew this.
I wish that employees would use it. I think people come to work and they don't have lunch a lot of times, and they just need a snack. And I think if we could feel more comfortable with our employees using it, that would be a good way for us to let them know what all is in here, what all we do. And then people that are uncomfortable with coming and getting things would feel more comfortable then, because it's for students and it's for employees, and I think it could be utilized more in that way.
I find the items that are needed most in the Tiger Cupboard are proteins, instant meals, those type of things, tuna. That's about it. Something that would be quick and easy.
I think definitely like soup, rice, pasta, just things like that. Definitely like laundry detergent, certain like toiletry items like deodorant, toothbrushes, anything canned really. So just things like that.
What I've learned from being in the Tiger Cupboard is that you just never know who you might need to help or whose life you might change by just having a meal for them or a snack or whatever. But I like to volunteer because it's student support, and that's what we're here for, supporting our students.
I just think it's a blessing that I can be allowed to volunteer in here. I want my students, every student, to have a full stomach when they are listening to our lessons in class and doing our activities. So if you're hungry, you can't concentrate on academics.